Kris Bryant has signed with the Colorado Rockies for a 7-year, $182 million deal. I'm going to tell you exactly why this makes no sense. Let's get into it. What's going on, baseball fans? Jeremy Laracuente here for the Baseball Banter Broadcast. And as I said in the open, Kris Bryant has signed a massive 7-year, $182 million deal with the Colorado Rockies. And we can understand why. This is a very good player. He's versatile, capable of playing all four corners of the diamond. You're talking third base, first base, left field, right field. You can put him at center field. You can even put him at shortstop or second base if you really had to. That's how versatile this player is. So it makes sense that the Rockies would want to go after and sign a player like this. It also makes even more sense when you look at the fact that the Colorado Rockies have been coveting Kris Bryant since before the Cubs drafted him. So there's a reason why this player is getting this type of deal. And it obviously makes sense for Kris Bryant to sign. This is a 7-year, $182 million deal with a full no-trade clause. You effectively control your entire destiny if you're Kris Bryant with this type of a contract. There's a guaranteed salary in Major League Baseball, so you're going to get this money no matter what. So that makes sense for the player. And like I said, Kris Bryant makes sense for any team because of his versatility. But the reason this doesn't make any sense for the Colorado Rockies is one main important factor. They're going through a rebuild right now. The Colorado Rockies are going to finish no better than 4th place, in my opinion, in the National League West Division in 2022. The Dodgers, Giants, and Padres are significantly better teams than they are. They've lost Jon Gray. They've let Trevor Story walk to free agency. They traded away Nolan Arenado last season. So what exactly are the Rockies doing? This, to me, is the part that doesn't make any sense. I think that when you look at what Kris Bryant can provide a team like the Colorado Rockies, if they had still retained Trevor Story, if they had still retained Jon Gray, if they had still retained Nolan Arenado, absolutely this would be a game-changing piece to add on to this ball club. But when you let all of these other players go, Kris Bryant alone is not going to save the Colorado Rockies franchise in 2022 and beyond. The next 7 years of Kris Bryant's career are going to be mired in controversy and defeat. To me, the Colorado Rockies are going through a time in their franchise history that they're going to considerably struggle. Again, the Dodgers, Giants, and Padres to me are significantly better than they are in this division. I also think that when you look at what this contract means, this is going to be a player that while he's versatile now, he's going to predominantly play left field for the Colorado Rockies in that expansive outfield, is going to find himself struggling between that home and road comparison. Yes, we've already seen a good portion of his career and know that he's capable of playing very well on the baseball field. But when you start to have your body affected by the mile-high conditions of Colorado, we see the toll that it takes on players when they leave Colorado. I also think that going into this new 2022 campaign, Kris Bryant isn't going to truly understand the weight and the burden that it will stand on his shoulders and rest on his shoulders for that Colorado Rockies fan base. Obviously, it's not going to be as dire as some of the other bigger markets where baseball and sports in general are a much bigger priority and weigh more heavily in the fans' minds. But the Colorado Rockies fan base is still going to be looking to Kris Bryant to carry their team towards the postseason hunt. And I don't think that Kris Bryant alone is really going to allow the Rockies that opportunity. When you look at what the Rockies' total payroll will be if they were to max out at $230 million, the baseline for the luxury tax threshold, this would be 11% of their contract. But we know the Rockies are not going to get to that $230 million mark on the payroll, and that means that Kris Bryant is going to be taking up a significant portion of their annual revenue at $26 million per year on average. This is also where the Rockies, to me, make no sense with this deal, because when you have one player taking up so much of your payroll, it doesn't allow you the financial flexibility to go in and add more pieces around him to try to make this a contending team. Again, to me, the biggest thing about Kris Bryant to the Colorado Rockies that makes no sense is the simple fact that the Rockies are going through a rebuild and are in a very tough division with 3 teams significantly better than them. But I want to hear from you guys. Let me know your feelings on this down in the comment section below. What are your thoughts on Kris Bryant to the Colorado Rockies? Does it make sense in your mind? Make it make sense in mine if it does, down in the comment section below. Find me over on Twitter at JLaracuente19 if you want to continue the discussion. Let me know what your feelings are, Rockies fans, about Kris Bryant with this 7-year, $182 million contract. As always, keep it locked into the entire GLMG family with We Sibs, the Granny Geek Show, and of course here on the Baseball Banter Broadcast. For sticking around to the end, I want to offer you a promo code on baseballbanterbroadcast.com, our merchandise shop.